Hi, everybody. So I come from a long line of resilient women who planted seeds of change. My great grandmother marched for the right to vote. My grandmother studied medicine when women were told they didn't belong. And my mom stood with survivors of sexual and domestic violence, taught children to protect themselves, and fought fiercely for my right to return to school after my injury. They taught me that change starts when you show up, but it really takes root when you stay. That growth is possible even in hard places and hard times. That when we come together, we can break down barriers and build something better for everyone. I know I'm not the only one in this room who comes from women like that. We all do. The obstacles they faced, the doors they kicked open, the burdens they carried may have been different. But one thing is the same. Every one of us is standing on ground someone else tilled but never saw bloom. Ground they prepared anyway, in faith, in fury, and in love. I mean, think about what we came in here carrying: our district, our community, our reason. Some of us showed up certain, some of us showed up terrified, some of us showed up both at once, which, if we're being honest, is probably the best qualification for this work. Every single one of us showed up anyway. I think about the women who came before us a lot. I think about what they did, and I think about what they didn't have. They didn't have a room full of people who looked them in the eye and said, "You belong here. You are ready. Go for it." They didn't have a room like this. They didn't have a group chat, but we do. I want to talk about that group chat for a moment because I think it is one of the most remarkable things I have ever been a part of. No performance, no ego, no one trying to be the smartest or the most impressive or the most certain. Just women showing up honestly, saying, "Here's where I'm struggling. Here's what I need. Here's what I know that might help you," consistently, over months, without anyone keeping score. Do you understand how rare that is? In a world that tells women to compete, to shrink, to earn their seat at the table, we built one where everyone already belonged. We didn't wait for permission. We just did it in a group chat at all hours, across every kind of race or district or community, all the way across the country. And we held each other through all of it. That's not a small thing. That is a blueprint. And boy, are we going to need it, because the world we are emerging into did not pause while we were here learning. It got louder. It got harder. The barriers got higher. The opposition got bolder. The people who need us most have been waiting, not patiently, but faithfully, trusting that someone is coming. We are coming. 12 of us, 12 communities, 12 different stories, one shared purpose. We did not arrive here by accident, and we are not leaving empty handed. Because here is what Emerge gave us: they gave us skills, strategy, language, math. But what we gave each other was something you cannot put in a curriculum. We gave each other the experience of being believed in before we had won anything, of being seen before we had proven anything, of being held accountable by people who are rooting for us at the same time. We planted something in each other, and it doesn't stop growing when we leave this room. It takes root in every door we knock, every vote we earn, every child who watches us and decides, maybe I can too. That is what we are about to carry into every campaign, every community, every room that has never held someone like us before. I came into this program with some training, some experience, and a little dream. I leave with a plan, a platform, and people who will pick up the phone when it gets hard. And it will get hard. Anyone who tells you otherwise is performing or pretending. But we don't pretend. We don't perform. And we do not forget why we are here. That's not who we are. We show up. We tell the truth. We do the work. and we reach out to each other when we need to be reminded why. My great grandmother never knew my name. She marched anyway for a future she would never see, trusting that someone would show up to water what she planted, to tend it, to grow it further than she could imagine. I am that someone. You are that someone. And now it is our turn to plant something for the people who came after us. We are not the end of this story, but we are the next chapter. So go, run, win. And when it gets hard, and when you wonder if it matters, remember this room. Remember this cohort. Remember that somewhere in our signal chat, one of your sisters is awake and she believes in you. Let's go change the world.
That was amazing, Allaina. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You made me cry.
It made me
Oh,
cry when I was reciting it earlier, so I made it through this time.